Welcome for the business report writing volume 3 students. So hope you know that in the previous presentation we have discussed about the steps of preparing the report, types of report, and objectives, characteristics, okay, and why we need to write the report. These all things we have discussed. Now I'm going to discuss about the formal report writing. So you know that formal report writing, it is required the various contents, that is we can say the cover page, or maybe the title of the report, okay, table of contents. So various things will come here. So first we need to understand what is this formal report writing. Formal and the informal will come, two types will come. So you know that informal you can write any way and any haphazard manner, no problem, but only thing is the main content should be there in that particular report. Okay, that is how the informal report will be there. But in the formal report we should be very conscious while writing the report. So that's the reason in the formal report writing is pretty complex and time consuming. Okay, it is very time consuming for the preparing the final report, or maybe the formal report. Usually it demands on the immense research, explanation, references, links, list of many other things to make the primary point clear enough to the readers, because we are going to submit a report to the managers or the higher authorities of the organization. So it should be clearly mentioned that where you taken the links, where you have referred this particular point or the data, then how the explanation is important for that, and research is important for that. Okay, this type of the report writing is usually preferred for the many important incidents or many important organizations, issues or matter by big organizations. Formal report writing is generally long and very expensive. Okay, formal report writing is very long and very expensive. And formal report writing has an international acceptance pattern that includes various components. Okay, you know that there are various types of reports we have studied in the previous presentation. So you know that normally if students used to write a report maybe on the project, okay, whatever you have done the project report, you are writing in a proper manner. That is a minimum around 30 to 40 pages should be there in that. Okay, that is how we are talking about the report writing. So here, as we have said, how we need to write the report, that is we are talking about the cover page. So cover page should be there. In that cover page, okay, the report is something that drives a reader's attention first. So whenever we are writing the report, the cover page first ಅದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. First attraction is very much important. So that you need to attract the reader's attention first. Then the reports covers leaves a huge impression on the reader's mind, and maybe it can be get the idea regarding the reports topics or the quality through the cover page or the cover design. So ಕವರ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನ ಕವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಳಗಿಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ದ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಅ ಬುಕ್ ಬೈ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕವರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಓಕೆ, ಬರೀ ಒಂದು ಕವರ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಬುಕ್ಕನ್ನು ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟ್ರೂ ವೇರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸೀಮ್ಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ವೆಲ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ರೈಟರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ of the cover of the report, which has a major role in depth of that particular report briefly. So definitely ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಡಿಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಲರ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್. So that is very much important to attract. That's the reason the cover page is very much important. Then second point comes, that is the title of the report. So title of the report, what is the title, what title you are giving for the particular report, that is very much important. This component, it includes the report's title and the name of the writer. Apart from these things, the title can also have a date and the name of the organization for which the report has been prepared. So it should be everything in that particular title of the report. ಸೊ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಂತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀರಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಏನು, ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಲಿಂದ ನೀವು ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ title of the report. And the covers also has the things, that is details of the title section is mandatory. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ each and everything we have to clearly mention. For example, if students are writing the report, then college name should be there and your registration number will be there, and your name should be there, and your guide name should be there. And guide also, again, we are splitting in two types. There is the organization guide and the education guide. ಸೊ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾರು ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತಾರ, ಬೇಡ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾರು ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತಾರ, ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು, ಅವ್ರ ನಂಬರು. ಸೊ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ we can say title of the report. Then we are talking about the table of contents. This is very much important. Table of contents ಯಾಕೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, hope you know that table of contents or maybe the index is different. Most of the students will get the confuse of table of contents and the index. Normally they used to write the index. Index should be in the end of the project report, and index we can able to refer only the points. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬುಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, every students have the book, and in the book the initially they have given the table of contents. That means what is the first topic and what all the topics are there, what is the second chapter, and in that second chapter what is the contents are there. So what all the graphs are there, okay, what all the charts are there, what all the pictures are there, everything we need to mention in the table of contents. This section, it includes the heading and subheading of the primary text written, and this is very important portion of the report writing, because it helps your readers to reach the desired sections in your report, or maybe in a in-depth. ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ನಾವು ತೊಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಯಾರು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷ್ನಲ್ ರೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ದೇ ಹೂಎವರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷ್ನಲ್ ರೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, what they used to do, they are not they are observing the cover page as well as they are observing the table of contents. So what all the contents are there, what all the stories are there, what all the chapters are there, and whether those chapters will be relating to me or not. So based on that, people will read the report or read the book. So similarly in the organization, so if you write the table of contents, so for why the table of contents is required, that is also important. You know that in the organization, if I wanted to analyze only the facts and the figures, so you need to mention, okay, the facts the table, where is that table, what is the page number for that table, and what is the charts for the what is the page number for the charts, and what is the page number for the pictures, and what is the page number for the report. So everything, if we given the table of content, that will help for the readers to analyze, and directly he can reach to the directly page. So based on the table of contents, people used to read the report. The next thing will come, that is a summary. So summary is nothing but a abstract report, or maybe we can say what you can say, summary. Okay, summary is nothing but a abstract report, or maybe the synopsis also we can say sometimes. Okay, here you are basically provide the glimpse idea about the project report of the whole report. Okay, primarily text, and you can also call it in the informative summary also. So the glimpse idea, particular project report, okay, that particular project report, if you give the small summary in the beginning, so if the person is reading that summary, he can able to create an interest and he can go for the further report. So that's the reason the summary is very much important. Then coming for the introduction. So introduction, this is the most important section of the main text, okay, because the main text always includes the components, or maybe the introduction, or maybe the discussion and the conclusion in the introduction part. Here you are introduced the main text of your report in the most detailed manner, so that all types of the readers can get your point without much effort. So introduction olaga, each and everything we need to write about how you have taken, and what is the information, and what is all about this particular report, and what is the discussion. So everything we need to mention in this particular introduction part. Then if we talk about the discussion, in this discussion section, a report writer discuss the main story of the report. That is, according to your reader's convenience, you decide the orders of the reporter's results. Okay, so it is all depends on the report writers. So you can also do the result of the theory comparison here. along with the analysis, evaluation, and interpretation of the data. It includes everything in the discussion. So this is how we need to write the reports in a proper manner. Then lastly, we are saying that is a conclusion or the recommendation. So whatever you have done the project report or whatever you have done the report writing, so end of the report writing, you can present the summary of the discussion, and also you can find out the recommendations and the elements of the readers as per your overall evaluation. So as per your overall evaluation, you can able to give the recommendation or the conclusion. Conclusion should be compulsory, and as well as a apart from the conclusion, you can give the recommendation for that particular project report. Okay, this is how we can able to write the reports here. Then we can say that the forms of the report, there are various forms of the reports are there. Okay, that we can say the letter form or the memorandum form. Okay, or maybe the types of report. Okay, so in the forms of report, there's a letter form and the memorandum form. So this is very much important. Here, what I mean by this letter format? Letter format, here is the subject matter of the report is arranged in the form of letter having almost all parts of the effective business letter. This form is advisable if report is short and in case of individual report. Guys, I'm telling you, letter format is that is only one page of the two-page report should be there, and it should include each and every point in that particular report, and the reader should attract to that particular report, and it should be effective business format should be there. That is what we are talking about, the letter form. And if you talk about the memorandum form, this form is simple as compared to letter form. Here, most of the parts of the letter are done away with the reports are submitted. As if memos are used to routine business matters, this is like a lesson in the textbook. The report is presented. Okay, the one can find these contents title at the center, name of the writer to who submitted main matter with headings and subheadings, conclusion, and lastly signature of the report. So in the memorandum report, we need to write with the points with the details, and that's a basically initially that is the main heading will be there, and your name should be there, and the subject should be there, and the main body should be there. Then end of the report, you need to write, you need to sign, and you need to write the conclusion for the report. This is how the memorandum report should be there, and maybe it should be a maybe 2 page or the 3 page should be there. Okay, then we are talking about the types of report. See, you know that the various varieties of the reports will be there. We have taken here the press report, we have taken few. There's a press report. So here the press report means it's a publishing in the papers, weekly or editions on matters of interest to public in general and group of the people in particular. Most of them are voluntary age publishers, fields like important and the prominent fields. So here the press report, that is a press report ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮೇನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಏನದ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಯಾವ ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು, ಯಾವ ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಾವು ಭಾಳ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಭಾಳ ಫಾರ್ಮಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಇನಫ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿ ದ ಇನಫ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ಅವರು ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂಥದ್ರಾಗ ನಾವು ಅಷ್ಟಷ್ಟೇ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತಗೋತಾರೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ. That is what the press report. Then if you're talking about the reports on the government or the other organization, so here you know that maybe government organization or maybe the we can say the organization or maybe the government, okay, that is routine duty and also social matters referred in the higher authorities. So here what we are saying, the government report ನಾವು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನೇನು ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶ ಆಗ್ಯದ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅದ, ಏನು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅದ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಅದ, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅದ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು, ಓಕೆ, ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದ ಡಿಟೇಲ್ಡ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. Okay, and we're talking about the market reports. So you know that market reports giving various positions of the various commodities, okay, in the various markets. Okay, this cover commodities markets or securities or the stock market or the money markets. So these all things will come here. Then we are talking about the business report. In this business report on the various matters and the equations arising in the business, either as a routine duty or the special occasions. So what I mean by this business report, that's what we have said in the previous presentation. The business report where we are writing the in-depth of the problems and the solutions and the data and the analytical skills. Okay, these all things we need to mention in this particular business report. So this is all about the forms of reports will be there. Now I'm just giving you some examples of reports here. So here I just taken a one example here. I'll zoom it so here you can able to read it. Okay, as a general secretary of your college union, write a report to your principal about the possibility of the starting a canteen on an cooperative basis. So this is a main task has been given to the general secretary of your college. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇರುವಂಥ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ and that too in a cooperative basis. So how you are going to write a report here? I'll just read here. So here first initially we need to write details about us. This is what. Then to the principals, I have taken the example of Karnataka College Dharwad KCD, and subject is report on the feasibility of starting a canteen on cooperative basis in the college premises. So we wanted to start a canteen in the college premises in the cooperative basis. So what is those points are there? So here we can say that I was interested the task of the submitting the report on the possibility of the starting the canteen on a cooperative basis in the college premises as per the decision made with the students council meeting held on 25th March 2019. So that means the date and everything we need to mention here. Okay, what are the points are there in this particular report? Presently, the strength of our college is 2000 students studying in various classes from PUC to the degree final year. This has been varying from time to time. Okay, you know that from PUC to degree it is running and around 2000 students are there, so the different breaks will be there for them. So this is a break of 30 minutes of both morning and the afternoon session at 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. respectively. During this time, 60% of the students go out of the campus for their refreshment. They are supposed to pay the high rate charges by the hoteliers. Then the third point is that this has created a lot of noisiness on the public road while crossing it by the students, and two minor accidents took place in the last 6 months. Then next point, in order to find a solution, a canteen on the cooperative basis would be the best way. Therefore, the members of the college union and the assistant registrar of the cooperative society, Dharwad, has advised to start a cooperative canteen in the college premises. So this is a solution. We should have the managing committee having a principal as ex-office member, two teachers representatives and general secretary along with all representatives of the students as members. So for this cooperative canteen, these are the members and these are the chairpersons will be there. Then every year rupees 50 must be charged to every student as membership fees, and food items should be charged on no profit or no loss basis. This enables in providing food items to all the students at half of the rates charged by the hoteliers. So whatever the hoteliers are charging, we can able to, if we start on the cooperative basis, we can able to charge the half of the hoteliers. Then it can be started at the front side of the garden. Temporarily construction can be made with a self-service system. Then the statement of the expenditure is enclosed regarding in the initial expenditure of the infrastructure in the establishment of the canteen. It may be discussed in council meeting, and decision of the starting canteen may be implemented with effective from 1st June 2020. So this is how we need to write a report here. So in depth, in detail, we need to write a report. So then only if anyone read this report, the person can able to understand what is the problem and what is the solution for this. This is how we need to write the report. This is an example, just an example. Maybe in the exam point, maybe they will ask you this kind of questions and you need to write all these points. So before that, you need to analyze and you need to write a points, rough points, and finally you need to go for the final draft in the report. Then similarly, I have gone for the, I have given the second sample. Okay, that is just a what you can say, request to publish a report for the college function in our daily, in your daily. Okay, so what it mean? Okay, the annual day of the college has held on 20th March 2020. The principal president over the function, Sri Anirudh, Commissioner of the Collegiate Education, Bangalore, was a chief guest. And during his address, he told that students' life is golden life. Every student should he's for their betterment, study for their betterment, and students should not be addicted to bad evils, and they should study wholeheartedly, and they should bring laurel to the parents as well as the college. The principal passed the presidential remarks. This was followed by a cultural event by the students. So this is how the short report should be there. So this is how we need to write the report. So this is all about the project report and samples of the project report. And if you go for the conclusion, there's the reports serves several functions, and they may be used to communicate information within the organization, upward to the staff, or externally to the government regularities. Then they can also serve a persuasive role to get management motivated to take a desired actions, support a project, or approve an investment decisions. To make an effective report, one should consider these points important and identify the purpose of the report and the needs of your audience reports readability, and create heading transitions and graphs to enhance the report, right? So this is all about the project report and writing the project report in the business report. So please go through that, and if you have any queries, please let me know, right? Thank you.